Come on, let's do it.
All right, y'all, just home from work on a Thursday. I don't know how much cooking we're gonna do this week, but we are getting into grow season, and this just arrived yesterday. Picked up this little walk-in greenhouse. This is not like the real greenhouse I had back 22? That got smashed by a tree in that microburst. This is, I don't want to go through putting that thing together again, but this thing looks like enough of a chore as it is. So it just got here yesterday. Let me flip this camera. And I got home from work and just emptied it onto the front porch here. I still have to go through, I kept the box because I still have to go through it and make sure I've got all the pieces. I put them under here. So what I'll do right now is I'll bring them all to the back where I want to set it up, and I'll count the pieces, and then I'll start putting it together. I'll see you in the back. Come on, let's do it.
Come on, let's do it.
All right, I've got everything in the back here, and what I did is I put it all on the cardboard box so I don't lose any small pieces. And what I think I'm gonna do is put it here between this forsythia and the asparagus bed. It's 5 feet by 5 feet. Well, 4'8" by 4'8". I think it'll fit nicely right here. The old greenhouse was over there. That was a 6 by 8. Nice metal with the poly panels. But that got smashed by a tree. So after I cleaned it all up, I put the beeps here. Nervy was behind there by her rock. I moved her and her rock over here. So they're both resting here. And we're going to put the greenhouse over yonder. I think it's going to be real nice. What do you think, Whitey? So rather than try to keep this camera rolling for the whole time, first thing I'm going to do is they have a little parts list in the manual. I'm going to make sure I have everything I need, go through the parts one at a time. I'll start putting it together, and then we will periodically have a look as I make my way through it. Okay, thankfully everything is here. I've made enough of these things. I put enough of these things from overseas, I'll say, together. And the first thing you got to do is go through that parts list very carefully, because if one of these is missing, you're up the creek, right? Everything's accounted for. Actually, everything's labeled really well. So I've got all my parts, and it's a little bit here, so I got my gloves on, and to keep me warm from the inside out, a little 100-proof bonded bourbon with a couple of splashes of bitters. So I'm going to turn the camera off and get started, and as I said, periodically we'll have a look at the progress. Greenhouse time. Okay, gang, it's looking pretty good. It's coming together pretty quickly, actually. Good directions. Simple little inexpensive greenhouse. The front door will be right here. Nice little size to get some flats in here. These are going to be where the racks for the trays go on both sides. I'm happy with it, man. So that I don't lose daylight, I'm just going to go ahead and finish the frame. I don't even know if I'm going to cover it with the fabric tonight. Might do that tomorrow. And I have some, I was gifted with some nice big plywood sheets. They're in the barn. I'm still debating. I've got a lot of brick around here. They give you tie downs, and then the flaps go out. I've got enough bluestone. So in terms of winds, I don't think there's going to be a problem. And I might make a plywood floor with some brick. I don't know. I'm gonna make it nice, man. So I'll finish the frame and then we'll have a look. See you in a bit. All right, guys, got her done. I like it. I like it. I mean, it's not the old metal frame polycarbonate panels or anything, but hey, man, I think the plants are gonna be happy. I think it's almost sundown. I think I am gonna slip the fabric on, stake out the stakes with the strings, and then I'll head in. Let me get it set up. We'll have a little quick tour. See you in a minute. All right, just in the nick of time. Sun is going down over the Catskill Mountains. I like it, man. Let's have a look inside. Come on, let's do it.
Come on, let's do it.
4x8 by 4x8. You can stand up inside. I'm gonna have to. It's actually kind of cool because it's gonna force me to keep that forsythia at bay. I'll keep that trim this summer. I can get in here with the weed whacker. I can still move it around. And by the way, you can move this thing any way you want. It's light. You've got your roll-up zipper front door. 2 vent windows on the side. They have Velcro and tie-ups. Mesh screen. Get some airflow. And plenty of room for flats in here. And these things are a little flimsy, but I'm just putting flats on them. Maybe I can get my avocado tree in here, get it some heat. This thing's going to be real good, man. And it's going to produce a lot of food. I've already got flats in the kitchen. So I got to check the weather. Maybe before I edit and post on Sunday, we'll bring a couple of flats out and just give them a short hardening off. They've been in the kitchen. So that's it for tonight. I'm just glad I got it up. They do give you these stakes and nylon twine. Maybe I'll get those in now. I don't know what the winds are going to look like. And then these flaps on the bottom. I've got no end of bluestone around here. I'll go around the whole thing. So this thing isn't going anywhere. And like I say, I got to think about this, how permanent I want it. But I might make a little plywood floor, or just leave it on the ground. But nice little replacement for my damaged Powrum real greenhouse. Alright, I'll see you on the flip side. I'll film more tomorrow or into Saturday. It's Thursday night. I'm just happy I got this together. Good Saturday morning. 9 a.m. So meet me out in the greenhouse. We're going to head out. I start all my seeds in the kitchen. I started cool weather stuff, lettuces, cabbages, leeks, back in February. And they're doing really well. I start them in these flats. You can see I have a daylight. That's just a fluorescent, but I get the daylight bulbs. But over there I got a new LED strip and a heating pad. And things just are banging. That's why I wanted the greenhouse. I didn't have it last year because the next phase is hardening them off. And I was putting the flats out on the, patio tables when the sun was out. But you really need that humid, warm air inside. So I brought them out this morning. I have a thermometer in there. Let's head out and take a look, and we'll snip a few little things and bring them on in and have a small bite to eat, because we do like to eat on this show. All right, out to the greenhouse. Meet me inside. Hey, come on in. Now, you got to be careful with the hardening off process. I brought him out here a little earlier. It was still cool out. And then I was in the house doing stuff, and the temp actually jumped in here. I had to open the windows. It actually got up earlier in the mid-70s, and they have been in my house. So you can see, like, these eggplant, like this guy's got a little wilted, so you got to be careful. I might bring them back in soon. You just want to gradually introduce them to the warmer air. This is my avocado. I just brought this out. This was an avocado pit that sprung up in the compost heap last year, and I planted it, and it was doing fantastic till about a week ago in the living room window. So I was Googling stuff, and I think what I'm going to do is take it out flush it. It could be an overabundance of salt that built up in there in the soil. So I'm going to flush it out, see if I can salvage this. If not, oh well. I've tried a few. It's not like I'm going to get fruit in zone 6 here. So that's it. Let me get the tripod up and let's bring a few of these things in. I might bring the whole flats in, but in the meantime, what I'm going to do is thin some of this stuff. I brought a little bowl out, and we'll take a few lettuce leaves. Just thin these guys out a little. There's too many in each little flat. They're getting huge. So we'll take them off. And Saturday morning, it's mid-morning. Bill's on his way. We're going to head out, do some marketing for gigs. So I'll have a little salad with a hard-boiled egg. Now, these are the leeks. And what you like to do, it's actually kind of essential, is see how they're getting real long and leggy? Before these go in the ground, what I do is I cut them way down. This way they're not falling over, and it makes for a much sturdier leek down the line. So take the tops off like this. Just go right across. And these are a fantastic garnish for just about any dish. I'll use a few now, and I will put them in a little baggie in the fridge, and they'll be my, oh, I can smell them. They're incredible. That allium leek flavor. All right, that's it. I'm going to clip some more lettuce, get these thinned out. Now that the door and the windows are open, I think I can leave this stuff out here. It's a nice temperature now, so, but I might bring it in before I leave. I don't want them out here all day. It's their first kind of day outside. I've made that mistake before. All right, back to the kitchen. See you all in there. All right, I rinsed and spun. Let's make a little salad. Saturday breakfast. I've got 2 eggs boiling right next to it. We have to do a whole egg show now that the girls are back laying again. I'm thrilled. But I'm doing, normally my hard-boiled egg, I settle on an 8-minute egg, but I put this on 7 because I want a little more run to the yolk. So I get the water at a hard boil, lower them in very gently. They're going to go 7 minutes, might leave them 15 more seconds, and then they're going into a cold water bath to immediately stop. So I'm just breaking up these greens gently. Leeks and all in there. I'm not going to use all the leeks, but I'm letting as many as come out. And you see even the little leek seed. I love it on top. Just a little visual. A black leek seed. And I'm doing the 7-minute eggs. I want that yolk to run a little over my greens. And that's all it's going to be, is greens and egg. You know, in the beginning of the growing season, I've mentioned it many a time, I don't like to sort of taint these early season salads with anything from the store. Strictly what's grown here. Just a little exercise I like to do. But we do have, for garnish / flavor, hey, you know what? I'm eating all these leeks. They're babies. They have a delicate, beautiful allium flavor. There we go. What a salad. And then we have we used them on another episode, our garlic. This is just garlic cloves in water, and they just sprout. So we'll snip some of those right on. These are delicious, and they just keep growing. You snip, you change the water every few days, you snip, and they just keep regenerating. Fantastic. That's last year's garlic. And then I have, courtesy the windowsill, these plants will probably move out to the greenhouse, the rosemary and thyme. So flavorful little salad. I'm waiting for the eggs. They have 3 minutes left. I'll cold water bath them, and we'll put them on top of these greens. Back in a few. All right, the moment of truth. Little greenhouse salad. 2 7-minute eggs. Interested to see how those came out. I'm normally an 8-minute egg guy, unless I want soft boiled, then it's 4 minutes. Oh, I see a little piece of shell, it looks like. Let's get that out. There's another one. Thought I got it all off. The fresher the egg, the harder it is to peel. All right, let's just do a tiny drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. Don't need much because the egg yolk is going to be our dressing. That's why I went for the 7-minute. A little red wine vinegar, just a few drops. And let's see how this 7-minute egg turned out. Oh, perfecto. That's looking for a bowl of ramen. Let's get that egg coated with the olive oil, vinegar. We've got our baby lettuce leeks. Oh yeah, fantastic. Totally thrilled with that greenhouse. And kitchen's a mess. I'll take care of that after I knock this salad back. Bill's on his way. Clean up before we get out the door. And I will see you all for the next episode.
Come on, let's do it.
I did bring the lettuce flat back in, the lettuce and leeks. And before we leave, I'm going to bring everything back in because it's its first day outside. I don't want to shock anything. So we'll bring it back in and put them in under the lamps.